way. Been a long way. Been a long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. And this one too low.
He's a little trigger happy right there.
He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third and 9 here.
Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Down the right sideline, Austin Eckler. And finally taken down at the 15. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They'll go to Barkley again.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The Eagles had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to...
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
It's caught inside the 25. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Good. 63.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Man, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards that have to block even on the line of scrimmage, then get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jamin Davis, powering his way forward. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Let's go.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
18, hide in. Ready, go.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Going for the sack by big Jalen Carter. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Pulled in at the 24. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Back to throw here.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down to the 10. Touchdown!
Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 11. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Denard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Now a play fake here on first down, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In motion right is Smith. On second down, here's Barkley. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there on first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
2nd and 10.
73.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
To the left there and complete to the tight end. Got it.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action here on 1st down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up a throw. This to Arnold on the short pass. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been terrific so far. This is taken around the 12. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 51 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
This short throw caught by Denard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Rolling to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Davis on the tackle. Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Come 19! Come 19!
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Eckler, they run left side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Dixie Maverick! Dixie Maverick!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Hey, easy, 63, back!
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go now!
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Okay, ready? Buffalo 18!
Back to throw now on first down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This one into the hands of Burton.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play.